Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside. The Panthers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back looking for help. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bearcats are marching down the field. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So FIU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it?
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's got 67 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Chadwick. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the sticks, it's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Pulls it, fired complete. Runs through the tackle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. FIU pushing tempo. It's a draw. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Reddick. It's complete to the right. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Carter. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Reddick. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Reddick. On the run, fires downfield. This time he's got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Carter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll run play action. Under fire. Still on his feet. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football, you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Spins away from the defender. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. They get to him as he throws. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Floating away. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Reddick. Pocket breaking down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. FIU pushing tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Reddick. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's past the 30. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Pulls and fires complete.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Got it in the middle, it's Burke. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
FIU set up with another first down. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. 6th play of the drive coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the Sticks, now back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Reddick. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 21 to Northern Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plows through the defense. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Florida International! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off play action on first down. Working the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field. So just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Throws to the back. This time on target. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. It'll be a run on third and short. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Trying to barge in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. FIU pushing tempo.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
To throw, it's Reddick. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Fires to the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Looking for a man. It's Reddick. Got his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Burke. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tries to get it on the ground. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. He's got him.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Reddick. Got his man quickly. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. These corners backing off a bit. FIU trying to pick up the first. It's 4th down. The snap sets up to throw. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
And you got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bears offense will come out first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Grab behind the line. It's Lloyd. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now the play fake. Still, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's small. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the coordinator.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The Bearcats with the 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well give it to him again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Averill. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it behind the line. It's Averill. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. He'll keep it himself. And runs through another guy. Touchdown, Bearcats! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Running back searching for a hole. Quick spin on the ride. Smashes through the tackle. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Lloyd. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He smashes his way through again. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Chadwick. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Snags it quickly on the left. Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's small. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? I beg to differ.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. On the shuffle. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. It's complete on the right side. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Averill. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Joyner. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Averill. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Discards him with the stiff arm. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Bearcats are rolling down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 34 over Old Dominion. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Finds his man. It's small. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Averill. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He'll sneak it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so I'd love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hands it off. He breaks a tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll try the run. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Keeps it on the draw. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Bully ball on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Chadwick. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. Power ahead. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 8 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Averill. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Boyd. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games.
Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We have a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Air Force's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's McMillan. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Off play action. Floats it out in space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fullback's got it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Run it with the fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The option look. Now the pitch. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snags it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under fire. And the Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Gets the back moving. Give to the big fullback. Oh, what a move.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Sticks it in his belly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Falcons come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Spins away from the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll send the back in motion. Shoots his way for more. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Under fire. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's McMillan. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. On the option. Oh, what a cut! He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. After the missed connection, it's third down for this offense. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On third down, he drops the throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Chadwick. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The short hands, it's Smith. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Tight end now in motion. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cincy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Gonna swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Avant. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The big fullback's got it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. Finding open areas. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. A quick pass to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look at, they got the first down, and they're like,
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 28 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Gonna run it. It's Avent. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Running to Green. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the fullback. And runs through another one. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The give to the fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He has the first and still on his feet. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's McMillan. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. Quick step, just keeps moving. Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the fullback. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. To running room. And he Picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The definition of rumbling, and I think he was looking around for somebody to tackle him after a while.
I don't know if the defense even thought he was getting the football, but he had a massive lane to run through. There was just nobody there defensively to make that stop.
The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a gap. It's a bot. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They give to the big fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. And we are all tied up here in the 4th.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Air Force.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Off play action on 1st down. He's got it. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. It's complete on the right side. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the 4th quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Avent. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.